moment of mystery, for the sorrow and the smile, for the peace and the conflict, for the silence and song, for the calm and confusion, for the winter and the warm. Oh, Father of my soul, thank you for the blessing of the day. Oh, Father of my soul, thank you for the blessing of the day. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm filling in for Mariah today. Thank you, David, for that song. I wasn't quite sure how we were going to end that. It's kind of like the song that never ends, right? But he did it just fine. So thank you for that. Let's see. I forget what I'm doing here. Okay. Good morning. Did I say that already? Good morning. My page says that. Thank you, Marilyn, for your beautiful music this morning. Thank you so much. This Wednesday night service is Drumming Circle. So please join us for fun and kind of a chaotic laughing time as well as we try to get that going. So that's 7 p.m. We have plenty of drums. No experience is encouraged, so just please come and have a good time. 7 p.m. That's always a love offering.
It's partly laughter yoga also.
Yeah, we kind of mash that together. Okay, big news. This is the big news. What's the big news, you guys? This Friday, Soul Feast. Okay, can you believe that's this Friday? How did that happen? My goodness. So this Friday, our Soul Feast party, our fundraiser for the CSL, and we have a fantastic band to dance to, and Hutto's Bell Creek Band. So if you haven't seen them or danced to them, this is your chance, and what a fun time. So I want to just read a little bit, since this is the last chance I have to read about this. Come and celebrate and support CSL with your spiritual community. A night of fun includes music and dancing, food and games. Tracy Brown, that's my sister Tracy, she deals poker. She'll be back to deal some poker in the back there. We will have silent auction items, and we have a homemade pie and cake auction, which we have a sign-up sheet over there for if anybody's interested in bringing a pie or cake or something else like that. We will have a delicious dinner made by our own CSL members. And so if you'd like to bring something, volunteer to do that. There's a sign-up sheet for that as well. We would appreciate anything you'd be willing to bring. Let's see. The theme is Be Yourself. Look how quiet you guys are here. I gotta be me, oh my God. Whatever that means to you. Costumes, of course, are welcome. So the cost, there's a suggested donation of $50. We are trying to raise money. This is a big fundraiser. But there's always people who sponsor other people to come. So please don't let the $50 stop you from coming and having a good time. The next thing coming up in November is our CSL Potluck Thanksgiving Dinner. We do that on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. And we will have a sign-up sheet. As soon as this Soul Feast, so you don't get confused with those sign-up sheets, we'll have a sign-up sheet next week about that Thanksgiving dinner getting together. That will be a potluck. Let's see. Oh, and after that, so we have dinner at 6 p.m. and then 7, we have the labyrinth set up here. So that's pretty cool. If you've not been here to walk the labyrinth, this is your chance. We usually do that at Thanksgiving and at Easter. So we invite you to do that as well. All right. I think we're ready to speak our purpose statement together here now. Put it up. Here we go. As an intentional spiritual community, the purpose of CSL is to be a living environment for individuals to realize that we are all unique emanations of God, the love intelligence governing the universe. We embody the truth of our oneness with God, and we consciously practice this truth in our everyday life. Through the exploration of new thought, ageless wisdom, and the energy of unconditioned love, we are dedicated to individual transformation and to being a beneficial presence in the world.
And in this sacred silence, I acknowledge the power and the presence of Spirit, moving in and around and through as each expression of creation, in diversity of life and each living being. We are expressions of Spirit, united in the one consciousness, made of the attributes of Spirit: peace, beauty, creativity, harmony, wisdom, goodness, perfection. And today, we recognize the divine presence in everything. We recognize the beautiful and perfect in everything, calling it forth with praise and thanksgiving, blessing the spiritual reality back of all things. Knowing this, I accept for each of us greater good for ourselves and others, knowing it goes out to bless all lives. We anticipate with full confidence new experiences, new opportunities to bless ourselves and serve others. Calmly and with joyful expectation, we see its arrival. Spirit in us responds to spirit in others, enhancing our life and relationships in all areas, enhancing the common bond of our one source. I declare that we are at peace, recognizing our common humanity, our shared spiritual heritage, and the perfection of spirit. I bless the prayers in the prayer chest and each heart, affirming that the wholeness of spirit is right in the midst of each request. Unconditional love is bringing clarity and wisdom for divine right action and resolution in each situation. The healing is taking forth right now. I bless the service as we are blessed by all who make it possible. The volunteers, the staff, the musicians, the speakers, and the radiant light of each one here. So thankful, so grateful for knowing the power and presence of spirit as this truth deepens our individual consciousness of being. I release this word into the law of spirit, confident that it is the truth expressing right now. Please join me in declaring, and so it is.
Holy Spirit, within, help me to grow into all that I am. Help me to love
Good morning. Good morning. I'd like to call your attention to the prayer chest that's down the stairs to the left against the wall, a nice beautiful red box with carvings and colors. If there's something bothering you, something that's worrisome, some issue that you're having, please Leave all your concerns that are not like of spirit in the box, and the practitioner will do affirmative prayer in your behalf this week. And from Ernest Holmes, gratitude is one of the chief graces of human existence and is crowned in heaven with a consciousness of unity. And from Frank Clark, if a fellow isn't thankful for what he's got, he isn't likely to be thankful for what he's going to get.
A big thank you to Ellen Hutto for joining us. All right, here we are in November. I had kind of a busy weekend. We had a little celebration here downstairs last night, a pretty fancy, cool dinner, and it was for Winona's birthday. You guys remember Winona? My granddaughter that lived for one day, I believe. And, stop. It's okay. It really is. So we did a dinner last night for her here, and Haley wants to do that each year just to keep her in our memories. So I didn't know I was that emotional about that, but I am, so here it is.
It's okay.
Thank you. Yeah, and I had all my other grandchildren there too, just running around making a ruckus, so it seemed perfect. Okay. So I feel like I was getting pretty serious in October with the messages, so I thought maybe I would lighten it up this month a little bit, and I'm going to talk about something fun. Some of you might not think it's fun, but it can be fun, and the focus for November is present moment, wonderful moment. Does that look familiar?
Yes.
You guys see that in the lobby down here, a calligraphy from Thich Nhat Hanh that David brought back. And so I kind of want to we will include gratitude in this month as well. It'll be a part of this present moment, wonderful moment. But beyond, I can't really explain it, but something is taking me someplace and I don't know where it is. So I read a little thing, a little quote that said, let's see, how do you know you're on the right path? And it said, when your path disappears. Yeah, so I feel like that. Yeah, dang is right. So Thich Nhat Hanh said, when we are mindful, deeply in touch with the present moment, our understanding of what is going on deepens, and we begin to be filled with acceptance, joy, peace, and love. So living our life in the present moment is so much more than just what is happening to us in the present moment. This present moment also holds what is happening through us and in us and as us. And it holds as well all the infinite possibilities that we could choose in this moment. So this quote from Emerson speaks about this present moment living, in my opinion. He says, what lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. And as Emerson points to, our power exists for us within us, right here and right now. Not in yesterday and not in tomorrow. Our power is from within us and is more real than the past and the future. And we call it the present moment. So what power are we talking about? I would say I'm talking about our innate power to focus our attention and to choose where we will focus it. We have the power to think what we will, to use our mind to focus our attention on whatever we choose. And we do that, don't we? And according to the law of God, we will eventually experience in our outer life that which holds our attention. We're thinking beings, and the thinking gene is very strong. Do you agree?
Yes.
This thinking mind is our ego and can be very sneaky and very tricky. Do you ever experience that? Not bad, not wrong, but sneaky and tricky for sure. The ego always tricks us into thinking that we are something that we are not. It's always trying to convince us of the next limitation that it can think of to keep our mind churning with thoughts, right? When our mind is full of thoughts, then the ego feels protected from being annihilated. So it will make up any story about us and others for us to believe in just so it can stay alive. Do you ever make up stories about yourself? Do you ever notice? Like you can just be so enthralled in the sunset, you know, I'm feeling it, so beautiful. And the next thing I know, you know, I'm figuring out some whole story about the sunset, something that's not even true, hasn't even happened, whether it's good or bad or whatever. My thinking mind is just like hijacked my moment, my present moment. Does that ever happen? Happens to me all the time. Might be happening to you right now. That's why I wear sparkly things. So if people, you know, get bored at what I'm saying, you could just look at the sparkles and sometimes it's true. So the ego means well, but it is like an out-of-control teenager. And I'm only speaking about me, okay? It will go to great lengths to stay alive in the forefront of our mind, right? Trying to control everything. And we all know what's in the forefront of our mind holds our attention, which eventually is our outer life, right? But the ego-thinking mind, it always creates from a sense of separation. Do you know what I mean by that? It creates from a sense of duality. Like, I'm feeling that sunset, and the ego comes in and has to label it, has to make a story about it, has to make it competitive in some way, something against something else, because it's coming from a duality mentality. And the ego only knows what's already happened to us in the past. So these stories are from our ideas from the past. They don't open us up to what is available in the present moment right now. So when it creates out of a sense of separation, it creates limitation for us. And we see life limited. You know, sometimes our limitations are grand and great and we're doing awesome, but they're still limited when you think of what my mind is able to think of and what is real in the eternity of God. A little gap there. So it's our feeling nature, the feeling of love in our heart that creates from a sense of unity. It's that expansiveness that I feel when I look at that sunset, right? That heart-centeredness, that creates from a sense of unity. I feel like, you know, it's such a good feeling. You feel like you are one with that sunset. You can actually feel the essence of all, right, in your heart space. This feeling of bliss and love that we can feel in our heart, our energetic being, can feel like goosebumps, right? Or noticeable shifts of energy in the body, maybe butterflies in our stomach, or hopefulness, gratitude, or appreciation. This vibration of love is the present moment, where everything takes place and all is already well. all is well. The present moment where I can energetically experience a loving presence in my body. At long last, here is the kingdom of heaven that we have been seeking. It is this present moment. It is at hand, and it is within us. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all things shall be added unto you. What if we change that to seek ye first the present moment, and all things shall be added unto you? Or, seek ye first the present moment, and you shall become aware of all opportunities in the present moment. In the mindset of unity, which is God is all there is, and all is love, okay, that's a mindset of unity, all possibilities, every answer, and infinite diversity all exist together in one moment. Isn't God fantastic? And we can consciously choose with our attention which reality to bring into focus for ourselves if we stay conscious. Our ego or thinking mind can help us to carry out our actions in the present moment. I came across this by experience, okay? Keeping my ego mind, giving it something beneficial to do so it feels important, right? So it can help us carry out actions in this present moment if we are on high watch, okay? Our egoic thinking, if we're not on high watch, our egoic thinking can start to take over, right? With thoughts of past and future. And then it takes us out of that blissful moment back into the chaos of separation thinking where we worry and doubt and fear. Am I the only one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, thanks, Jim. Our outer life reflects our inner life. So when we nurture our inner world with thoughts and ideas that affirm life and love, then we set the stage for the law of life to bring those life-affirming ideas and experiences forward as our life and our experiences. When we affirm love in a way that ignites our energetic being, right, our emotional energy, then we engage our heart, and the wisdom of the heart is released to our understanding. Isn't that cool? How do we nurture our inner world of thoughts and beliefs then? We begin to use our thinking function consciously instead of unconsciously. When we pay attention to our emotions, we can get some clues about our thinking. Limited thinking will cause our experience of God's joy to appear limited by feeling like fear or doubt or worry or anxiety or any of those other things that bring us down. When we find ourselves experiencing a less than joyful emotion, we can remember to move our attention from our mind to our heart. So I have a little practice here, super simple. And when I recognize that I'm just thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking, and, it's starting to get me down, I'm exhausted, I'm doubtful, all of these things that come along with some of those less than awesome thoughts that I may have, I can take 3 breaths, really deep. And each time I can just simply say, when I inhale in, I'm focusing on my head. When I exhale out, I'm moving my attention to my heart space. That's all. You don't have to do anything special. Move from the head to the heart. Use your breath to move your attention. 3 full times. Takes, 30 seconds. You can do it anywhere. And you might be surprised how all of a sudden the thinking is just dissolved. And then all of a sudden you're in your heart space feeling in the present moment. We can put our heart in charge of our thinking mind. Can you put your heart in charge of your thinking mind? And give the ego some great and glorious task that makes it feel so special. A task that actually benefits us by affirming the action of God's life in our life. Then we can be grateful to our thinking mind or our ego. And then our thinking mind would be so proud of itself that it would get online and it would research and it would seek and read books about and talk about more and more ways to affirm the action of God's love in our life. That would be a really worthy job of the ego, don't you think? Our thinking mind then is working for us, allowing more of our energy to be free, to create something beautiful and life-affirming. Our thinking mind or ego becomes our tool, and we use it wisely under the direction of the wisdom of the heart. And this will create a new consciousness out of which the new issues of our life will be born. A more expanded version of ourselves will be revealed to us. Remember, that heart, that wisdom will speak to us. And when we're in the present moment, we can hear it. We begin to consciously choose who we want to be, how we want to be, how we will speak, what we will say, how we will act, and what we will do. What is the greatest vision and version of yourself that you can conceive of right now? Do you think of that often? I suggest you visit that image in your mind every day so you can begin to step into it and to become it right here, right now. It's waiting for you. It's here in this present moment right now, waiting for you to step into it. It's the Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Now smile and enjoy it. Things are far more enjoyable in the present moment. When I expend my energy thinking about the past or what might happen in the future, it draws my focus of attention away from the present moment into time, which can be exhausting because everything is fragmented and seemingly separate, and therefore limited, chaotic, and it seems random in time. So giving my thinking mind the task of repeating affirmations and treatments can keep it busy in the present moment. So at least it is consciously creating a positive thought atmosphere and consciousness, and not just unconsciously creating chaos in my life. So let's give our thinking mind a mantra to master, because it loves to master things. It loves to be the master. So tap your heart and say out loud or quietly to yourself, my heart knows the way. You can do that anytime too, in the grocery line. My heart knows the way. This mantra keeps us focused on the feeling of love in our heart. As we focus our powerful attention on feeling the love in our heart and the unity of all things, we have entered the present moment. So start noticing where your mind wanders off. It may be wandering right now. When you notice your mind wandering to thinking of the past or the future, especially if your thinking is regret or guilt or shame or blame or worry, longing for a different time, practice simply being aware of it. Here you are. That's all. You may even say, thinking about the past. I'm thinking about the future. That's all. Then take slow, deep breaths. Inhale. As you exhale, move your focus of attention to your heart and feel an invisible love, which is deeper than your thinking mind, unconditioned with thought and pure in its love. And then say your mantra as a simple reminder. My heart knows the way. Okay, so I know you're saying, hey, what about the fun part? Right? Okay, it's coming up. So how can we jump into the present moment when we're thinking outside of the present moment? Right? That thinking outside is so active in the forefront of our mind always. So sometimes we can shock ourselves out of our self-hypnosis by our own out-of-the-ordinary behavior. So this is where we must be like a child to enter the kingdom. You ever heard that? Children are curious. They're open. They're in wonder and awe, not because of what is happening to them so much as what is happening within them and through them. Before we teach them to judge and label life, they are able to tune into that magic heart space where they follow that feeling of well-being and trust where it takes them. Do you remember being like that? Children randomly dance and sing. They laugh at anything. They enjoy the very moment that they are in. They experience themselves in their body, feeling spirit move through them. They freely express themselves. So the question becomes, can we free ourselves of our critical, egoic thinking and just for a minute be silly like a child? Laugh and simply have fun. The next time you catch yourself thinking outside of this moment we're in right now, woohoo, here we are. I invite you, or I even dare you, to let that small child within you express itself in silliness. Silliness is so fun. Isn't that funny? It's so funny. It's really funny when you're all by yourself. I crack myself up all by myself. We should practice, huh? I think we should practice right now. How silly can you get? And I'm going to give you some inspiration for that silliness, okay? Dave, you might need to come up here. I'll give you some inspiration for that silliness. I'm going to put, look at here. I've got some silly music. Now, it doesn't last forever. So it's time to be silly now. Let go and get CSL silly. Go ahead, Jeff. Best I can do. So I hope to see a whole lot of silliness today at fellowship and on Friday at our Soul Feast celebration. Come as yourself, be who you really are, and let's enjoy each other and get silly like that precious, precious inner child within each of us, playing and enjoying God's glorious kingdom, the kingdom of unity and goodness. It's the present moment, and we're in it right now. So don't miss it, right? And remember to have fun this week. Have fun with life and trust when you have fun, God takes care of the rest. See if we can get through the song. Have fun.
Possibilities, many opportunities, yes, every moment comes to me. Every moment can be filled with many wonders, many thrills, love and friendship and goodwill. Yes, every moment can be filled. So take it right now, make it what you want. Get up and dance, 'cause every moment is a brand new chance. Take it right now, make it what you want. Get up and dance, 'cause every moment is a brand new chance. There's kind of stories. Don't underestimate at all. The moment's all it takes to fall for eyes that and don't you fret, don't you cry, because the moment passes by. There always is a fresh supply of this you can't always deny. So take it right now, make it what you want. Get up and dance, 'cause every moment is a brand new chance. Take it right now, make it what you want. Get up and dance, 'cause every moment is a brand new chance. Ooh, brand new chance. And another to meet you. Here comes another one, shake his hand. Here comes another and another to greet you. Roll up your sleeves and do what you can. Take it right now, make it what you want. Get up and dance, every moment is a brand new chance. Take it right now. Make it what you want, get up and dance. Every moment is a brand new chance. Every moment is a brand new chance. Every moment is a brand new chance.
Don't have to ask me twice.
Thank you, dancers.
God, you are every mountain. God, you are every ocean. God, you are every canyon, every inch of earth and sky. God, you are every morning. God, you are every midnight. God, you are every moment, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. God, you are every sunrise. God, you are every moon glow. God, you are every star shine, every inch of earth and sky. God, you are shall fall. God, you are every season, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. Cause you are the very breath I breathe. And your perfect love created me. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you.
Okay, now is our opportunity to celebrate our part in the circle of life. And so if the ushers will be coming forward, let us take our participation in our hand, knowing that from the unlimited supply that I have received, I take my part in its outward flow, knowing that it completes the circle, which is unlimited and limitless. And our affirmation,
I am open to receiving wealth in unlimited ways.
I have arrived, I am whole. In the here and now, I am solid, I am free. In the ultimate, I am well. I have arrived, I am whole. In the here, in the now, I am solid, I am free. In the ultimate, I dwell.
and these blessings are graciously received as they go forth, completing the circle of life, enhancing our church, our community, and our world. And so it is.
So it is.
With a grateful heart, with a grateful mind, I offer this sacred prayer. Thank you.
Okay, let's see, what am I doing? I actually usually do this part even, so there you go. I'm in the present moment. It's really dreamy here. Soul Feast. We'd love to see everybody at the Soul Feast just to have a great time dancing to the Bell Creek Band. And you get to see Diva Ellen. So awesome. So sign up if you will, bring food if you will. Let me know. You can pay today, you can pay at the dinner. We just really love to see everybody come out and have a good time. Okay, I think we are at claiming. The bookstore is open. If you'd like to go in there, I can help you with that as well. Claiming our goods. So we have some new stuff up here. Just read it over for a minute. Hopefully it says the same thing mine does, okay? All right, so all together in one voice, here we go. I am calm and centered. I always focus my attention on living in the present. I love and approve of myself, and I deserve the best. Every moment of my life is a clean slate, and so it is.
Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day.
This is our last song.
This healing day. This healing day. Thank you for this life, Spirit. Thank you for this life. Thank you for this life, Spirit. Thank you for this life. It's wonderful, it's wonderful, it's wonderful life. It's wonderful, it's wonderful, it's wonderful life. Thank you for these friends, Spirit. Thank you for these friends. Thank you for these friends, Spirit. Thank you for these friends. It's beautiful, it's beautiful, it's beautiful friends. It's beautiful, it's beautiful, it's beautiful friends.
Here's our last affirmation. Here we go.
Oops.